You need to watch this and listen attentively. It's gonna humble you.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel. A channel where there aren't so many board game videos anymore. I haven't posted an update for a very long time, and I just been very busy because I do 4 to 6 weeks of rotations as a medic at the front, and then I do 2 weeks, a little bit less, of vacation. And usually when I have that vacation, I'm pretty exhausted. Sorry, dry my throat. Now actually out working, and I'm gonna work for a week more or so before my next vacation. And I met someone here in Ukraine, and it's pretty cool, and we're looking into options to help her get a residency in Sweden. And learning Ukrainian every day. It's kind of funny with my girlfriend. She doesn't speak any English or Swedish, so since I met her, my skill in Ukrainian has greatly increased. And other than that, just every day, if I'm not working, if I have some time over, I spend that time either resting or studying Ukrainian. And on the board game front, there hasn't been much. I obviously didn't bring any board games here, but I do see that I'm still waiting for the Company of Heroes 2 Kickstarter to be delivered. So and I saw that Kickstarter is about to start shipping finally. It's been delayed, I don't know, 2 years or something like that. But I mean, that's pretty much how it usually goes with the Kickstarters. Very few Kickstarters I backed have ever been on time. D-Day Dice was actually early, so that was a shock. But I think that's the only one. And then I think I had some Kickstarter was actually delivered on time. But that's about it. I do actually like to play other games which are not solo, like Memoir 44. And I saw the Memoir 44 is coming out with a second edition or a upgraded version. So I'm not quite sure. They haven't really given them a lot of information about that new version, but I love Memoirs. I'm gonna buy it either way, and I hope it's improved. And yeah, other than that, not much to say. Not quite sure yet when I'm gonna go home, and I think when I come home I might start slowly with the videos. I still have a few games that I think I've got about 40 games I haven't even played yet, beyond doing my unboxing videos. So I gotta get started with that. But yeah, that's for another day. As of now, I feel like I'm needed here, and I feel like I'm definitely on the right side, and want to keep doing this for a while. And yeah, so you guys know that I'm all right, and I'll try to make an update and not wait so long this time. Okay guys, take care. See you later.
Hello, hello, is this working? Hello, hello. I can't believe it, this shit don't work. Well, I'm gonna record it anyways, because I see there's volume, and the file did render, so what I have to do is restart my computer every single time I create a file. You know how many files I create during this show? Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you get videos in the like this in the beginning of the show. I feel so insignificant. But that's me. I feel so insignificant after watching, and his name is Daniel. Daniels are good guys, you know what I'm saying? He's a beautiful guy. Look at him. I call him the face. This is a World War II Solitaire board game channel, and I've been following Daniel. I just like his energy and all that. I had no idea. No idea. You don't know who you're talking to when you're talking to someone when you don't know them. I mean, you understand? And this guy is in battle. You can hear the bombs. You can hear the gunshots. And you can see him looking around once in a while, you know, checking out his flanks, I guess. Man, bloody hell. Well, he's a hero of mine. Truly, truly, truly a hero of mine. And there are many, many, many heroes. God, bloody hell. I wish him well. Safety. I mean, everybody's reality is completely different. I was mopping floors while this guy is picking up wounded soldiers in battle. And I know some of you are soldiers and have done that. I just never seen it like this. So humane, so matter of fact, so disconnected from our reality or my reality, because his reality is completely different than mine. Completely. I have no idea. There are no words that truly justify how I feel about Daniel, the medic here. I call him the face, because I thought he had a nice face the first time I saw him. You know, he's just a nice looking guy. It's a nice face. You know that this guy is a good guy. I saw it from day one. And he surpasses the good guy stereotype. This guy is, I told you, he's one of my heroes. All day today and yesterday, all I've been thinking about was Daniel. And this guy's actually updating his channel on the battlefield. I mean, the psychology of that, the splitting that you have to do. Like, you go back home. Like, he's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. You go back home to Sweden, you take a 2 weeks rest, as he says, and then you're back there, and you do 2 weeks. And if you're lucky, you go back home to Sweden for another 2 weeks. And then you go back. And if you're lucky, you go back home to Sweden. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, there are no words. I showed people at work, and well, some people are just so into themselves that they'll just like, wow, you know. And I showed one woman, and all she did was do this. No. No. And this is a nice lady. Her name is Christine, and she runs the info center for tourists that come and want to know where to go, what to do in Quebec. And she's younger than I am. I'm 61. And she's a country girl. My God. She didn't say anything. All she said is, no. No. And I understood, and it chokes me up. It chokes me, and he's just one guy. He's just one guy. You know, the philosophy of morality is a funny one. What is moral? Personally, for me, that is immoral. For me. But I have to study the philosophy of morality to understand how come this happens. How come war happens? How come, not aggression, but look, he's got me, man. I wish him well. Please subscribe to his channel. I've become a member. It's not expensive, and I support Daniel 100%. I know there are people out there in war game world that have seen horrors, and that have been heroes. They're all heroes, all of them. I mean, especially the Ukrainians. I mean, I wish I could get in touch with Zelensky and show him this video, how inhumanly human that is. Anyways, I hope this file renders properly. I'm gonna do the show, and I'm gonna hope for the best. And check out the cons. Check out San Diego HistCon. I mean, they're making strides. I mean, things are really good with San Diego. They're getting at the forefront of things. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm a bit blown away by that video. Every time I watch it, I look at him. I look in his eyes, and I mean, the courage. Be nice. Does it work? Does it work? Does it work?
And I'm Grant.
I had to restart my computer to get this to work. Let's see if it works again. I gotta check.
Black Jay. Black Jay. Black Jay. Black Jay.
Here we go with the crux of the show. I hope this son of a bitch software works. Here we go. Aaron plays 8 videos. Well, yeah, because I didn't have a show last week. So, he completed his Iron Helm. Then does Fields of Fire, the Deluxe Edition. A Normandy campaign. Then Fields of Fire, a Korean campaign. Guess which one? Reservoir Chosen, or the Chosen Reservoir. Then he goes back to Nhat Tong, I guess that's Vietnam, in the River campaign. And then he plays Battle Hymn, Mission 2 Hit and Run, man. Then goes back to Korea, Chosen Reservoir. Then he looks at Ghost Panzers, Brothers, and System, Band of Brothers System. Sorry, I'm looking at my levels, see if they work. Do they work? I can't even see. But anyways, and he goes back to Fields of Fire, Deluxe Edition Normandy campaign. All of this on Aaron Plays. Advanced Squad Leader Spotting Rounds, 3 videos. Saturday ASL as a Season 1 Episode 3 Viewer's Choice Doubleheader. Then SASL, a Mission Playtest. And Saturday ASL Viewer's Choice again, Factory Fodder. Advanced Squad Leader Academy is doing RSS Episode 8 Snipers. Lots of ASL happening, lots. Agility Snips has 8 videos. Avoiding Captain Awesome of Wolfpack. An Orange Shall Overcome, Tentative Beginnings Part 1 and Scenario 1 of this game, Orange Shall Overcome. And then he's into Fields of Fire, seems to be a hot game. Seizing Our Last Objective, Vietnam Mission 4. Then goes back to Wolfpack. Then goes back to Orange Shall Overcome. But I see Germans there. I don't get the Orange Shall Overcome. Anyways. Back to Fields of Fire with Clinging to Our Last Objective, Vietnam. Wolfpack, Daylight Approaches, Nerve-wracking. And then Orange Shall Overcome. All of this on Agility Snips. ASL Scenario Archives, they are playing IR-118. Balk, by example. Oh, Black, by example, and Balk, by example. I'm confused. And then we go to Board Game Museum, and they review Match and Memory, Advanced Memory Board Game by Milton Bradley. And then Scavenger Hunt Board Game Review by Milton Bradley. Then Haikyuu Board Game Review by Kenner. Remember Kenner? Man! I always thought it was a cereal, but it's a cereal to eat there. And then Flip Chest and Backgammon Dice Game Review by Dice Makers. All of this on Board Game Museum. The Chief in Pounding with Board Games and RPGs has 2 videos, and it's an unboxing Mythic Bastionland before Into the Odd. Okay, that's confusing for me. Then, creating point-to-point Mythic Bastionland sites, rules light flavor heavy. Light flavor heavy. Yeah. The man famously known as Calandale, I should say famously known as Enrico Viglino Calandale. 8 videos, Nations in Arms. Then Theft by Finding Book Discussion. Then Nations in Arms again. He's in the year 1807. And then he's in the year 1808. And then Source of Denial, an intro. And then Source of Denial 1. And then God, Free Will, Animism, et al. And Source of Denial 2 on Calandale. Camp Sawyer has 2 videos, and both of them are Longstreet Attacks, and it's the Whirlpool. One is at 5 p.m. and one is at 5:20 p.m. Could you get tighter than that? You know what I'm saying? On Camp Sawyer. Cardboard Commander has 2 videos. Let me resize this. This is bugging me. All right, 2 videos. Zone of Control. These are podcasts. Episode 20 and episode 21. And I just want to say that he's Canadian. We have Charles Latorre, the One-Eyed Jack, has 12 videos. And he's showing us lunch. And then he's telling us he's going to be cutting back on videos, mostly hex encounter games. More time for miniatures. I know what you're saying, Charlie. I know what you're saying. And then Mail Call, White Dog Games, Gift of Denial, The Rise and Fall of Ancient Egypt. And then Terrain for his 15mm troops. It almost looks like stop motion camera, what you see on the video. Then he looks at another Harrington novel. And Chariot, SPI. It's through turn 5 of 10 turns. And then he tells us this week's plan. And then all of a sudden he's resurfacing the highway. He's on the road. And again on the road. And then they have arrived. Steak for brunch. And then another road trip. I don't know where he's going. You didn't tell me. And then painting outside, 15mm Barbarians. Got a bunch more to mount on base and prime. And I see you got some, are those army paints? Army paints and some Vallejo. Huh? I know the jargon. All of this on Charles Latorre's channel. Coldmanspieler, German war machine, Panzer IV, Aus, good, that means Model G, in 135, and it's the full build. Man, look how far models have come. Now we have metal parts will give you more detail. You gotta be nuts. Dad versus Son 8 videos. Man, he's going off. He's playing the Lone Ranger and Tonto right again in episode 2. Let's forget it. A few Darkstone more. Okay. So Lone Ranger and Tonto, which Tonto means stupid. Episode 2, Episode 3, Episode 4, Episode 5, and then he gets into the solo mission of Conflict of Heroes, Episode 1, Episode 2, Mission 2, Episode 1, Mission 2, Episode 2. All this on Dad versus Son. Flying Pig Games 2 videos, July 2025 monthly update. an interview with designer and artist Shane Logan. I met Shane, super nice guy. I met him at WBC, lovely guy. He's Canadian. Doug Weed of the Gamer's Closet is back, and he's playing Isolation. Then he's unboxing Mysterium, and then he plays The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Remember that? Then he unboxes Horrified Krampus, and unboxes For the King and Me, and King Tut's game review on how to play. Didn't you ever want to know how to play King Tut? Huh? And there's another band game, Don't Wake Daddy, and unboxing Corinth on Doug Weed's channel, Gamer's Closet. Gaming with E.R. Bickford, the chef, has 8 videos. Axis Empires, Part 37, Part 38, now he's in the Campaign of Egypt, Part 1 of 2 and Part 2 of 2 in conclusion. Then he moves Magazine Game Collection Part 39, moves 65, 1978 Status Pro Baseball. The Shiv is gonna get into sports now. Again, the ID Jester started all of this. And then Magazine Collection Part 41 on the Shiv's channel, Gaming with E.R. Bigford. And there's the face of beauty, Timmy. Not Timmy. But, it's kind of cool, Timmy. Maybe I'll call him Timmy. Hairbrain Games is giving you a channel update, Weekend Games, on Hairbrain Games. Hex to Hex, 8 videos. Hex to Hex and Wardy Robe test again. Then once more. Then another time they test. And then another silly test. And then a most fearful sacrifice, July 1st, a live play. Then Great Battles of American Civil War, Mill Springs head-to-head. Back to a most fearful sacrifice. This is a game by Herman Luttman, published by Flying Pig Games. Another live play. And Great Battles of the American Civil War, Mill Springs, Part 2, Hexie versus Wardy Robe, a live play on Hex to Hex. Hex then countered 8 videos, Operation Typhoon by Decision Games. Then Stuka Madness, comparing 3 recent Stuka-based solo games. Then Slytherin 25th Anniversary, Celebration and Sale. Then Baseball. There you go, ID Jester. Influence. Then Combat Volume 3, Arnhem, the new game by Compass Games. Volume 3 of Combat. Then War in the West, Operation Torch, DLC by Slytherin. By the way, I wrote to Bill, and I said, Bill, what's up, man? Would it be possible to get a review copy of Combat? He hasn't answered yet. They don't like me. They think I'm an opportunist, like I'm not advertising for them here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being an opportunist. I don't get it. It is what it is. Then Operation Typhoon by Decision Games and War Game Monster What's Next on Hex Encountered.
For the third Wednesday of July 2025, Seek Out and Play presents the optional rules for 1914 Germany at War by Vento Nuovo Games. The video covers and explains the optional rules in the rulebook for the game, so you can expand your play if you have already experienced the main game. 1914 Germany at War is a strategic level game of the conflict in the European theater during the first year of the Great War. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Jason Cruz, Hexes and Soldiers, gives us a July update. And I see he's got some Vallejo paints there. Lots of Vallejo paints and army paints. Yeah. I know what's going on, man. I know the jargon. Respect, Jim Ozarski. 4 videos. Delaying action at Artenay for I ain't been shot, mum. Then Derleon's attack 3 for General d'Armée 2. Then Longstreet, the third battle of 1863. Then the Siege of Bastogne, Eisenhower on Jim Ozarski's fantastic live channel. KilRoyWasHere. This is it. 12 videos. Command and Colors Medieval Crusades. That's a GMT game. Then Gloomhaven, Button and Bugs. Cephalofair games. Cephalofair. I hear that's a big game. And then Cherry Blossoms Festival, Pegasus Spiele. Unbox with no spoilers. That takes deft to do that. Then Coffee with Kilroy, Fire and Movement number 33. 1983, man. Then Carrier Battle Group Solitaire by Decision Games. And Coffee with Kilroy, Tales of War, Battle of Britain. July 10th, 1940. And Europe at War, 1940 Solitaire by Worthington. Unbox and quick look. Plus Terraforming Mars Prelude 2 by Stronghold Games. Unbox and first look. Plus expansion Creep Rant. Yes, he rants. And then Conservas 25th anniversary, 25th century games unboxing and his first look. Then Coffee with Kilroy, Fire and Movement number 53, 1987. Squad Leader, 10 years, ... Then Gloucester, or Gloucester, but it's Gloucester. I'm sure it's Gloucester. The Battle of Hook by BMG Games, unboxing and support for small publishers, plus No Such Blood, homegrown designs, unbox, and his first look at the Huzzah system on KilRoyWasHere. Legendary Tactics has done it again for me. They did the Rise and Fall of Avalon Hill. I think they did SPI, I'm not sure, but these are great videos. I've watched them multiple times. And now they're doing a GMT type thing like Avalon Hill. I think it's fantastic. Fantastic. Then first look at Frosthaven Digital, early release Frosthaven Digital, Thin Span review span. Then Diplomacy Era of Empire review. Then from Wingspan to Wormspan, and then Thin Span versus Wingspan versus Wimspan. Which is the best? Cazzo me ne frega. Alright. Jan Heineman of Let's Play History has one video in its battle group Clash Baltics. Overview and Scenario 1. Playthrough with designer James Buckley. Not to be mistaken with James Buckley, the guitar player. That's James Buckley, isn't it? Tim Buckley, that's the old man. I forget the guy's name. But anyways, that's what's happening on Jan Heineman's channel. Lock and Load Publishing, learn new tactics, and it's Friendly Fire, World at War 85. The man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production, has 2 videos on Fägelin, the German Fägelin guy that in the Downfall movie with Bruno Ganz. You gotta watch that movie. And you have to watch the same type of movie called Le Soleil, which is Hirohiro when the war is over. So he's getting ready for MacArthur to come over and the Americans. Awesome. And then Reich Chancellery relics, trophies seized by Allied troops. The mysterious death of Fagin. What I was going to say is Fagin seemed like a nice guy in Downfall, but he was a turd. And then relics of Tripets, fragments of Hitler's super battleship on the Vampires channel, Mark Felton Productions. The icon, the one and only Mark Herman. I should say Mr. Mark Herman. He earned that, for sure. 3 videos. Army of the Potomac is the subject of the 3 videos. May 5th to June 5th. May 18th. And 7 Days Battle. I guess Mark designed that game. Right. On Mark Herman's channel. The man who has a color named after him. The wargame artist, Matt White. 1 video in its second Battle of Beneventum. 214 BC, command and colors ancient. My mother was from the region of Beneventum, and now they call it Benevento. But, yeah, 214 BC? Yeah, that was well before my mom's house was built. My mom's house was built in Caserta, in the region of Galluccio, in the town of Le Valle. My mom's house is 800 years old. You understand? 800 years old. It's twice as old, if not more, than North America, meaning the discovery of North America. My mom's house and North America. My mom's house is older.
For the second week of July 2025, Seek Out and Play presents an unboxing video of Warfighter Modern Expansion number 22, U.S. Airborne. The video showcases the soldiers, weapons, equipment, skills, missions, objectives, locations, landing zone, and enemy line cards. This is part of a series of unboxing videos for the Warfighter expansions presented every second Wednesday of the month. The second video is Even More Keywords, which covers 4 of the many keywords found in the Warfighter series by DBG. The video includes explanations of the keywords luck, toughness, and random, which are found in Warfighter Fantasy Core Set. In addition, there's a bonus keyword, which isn't really a keyword at all, known as reference. The video highlights the difference between a reference word and a keyword. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Nanguaya! 1 video in which the Russian Second Army launches their offensive towards Lodz, January 3rd, 1915, and he's playing Der Weltkrieg. Nerd Workshop, 3 videos, GMT, North Africa 41. This is a game designed by Mark Simonich, plus Skies Above the Reich, playthrough 1942 mission, a game by Jeremy White, and The Last 100 Yards, Airborne Over Europe 3D counter trays. Airborne Over Europe is a Mike Denson game, and it's published by GMT for people that want to get it. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 2 videos. Thunder on the Mississippi, scenario number 12. It's a rematch of the Vicksburg campaign, plus Combat Commander Mediterranean, scenario 18, Bridge Hunt. STUKAJOE, the Orwell Wargamer, 2 videos. Berlin 1945 by NAC Wargames, and his review and thoughts of that, plus Crickholm. Riga in the Balance, 1605 by Decision Games, an unbagging on STUKAJOE, the Orwell Wargamer. Pushing Cardboard, 4 videos, and they are Supreme Commander, an unboxing, Le Franc-Tireur 14, an unboxing, Frederick the Great, an unboxing, and To Take Washington, an unboxing on Pushing Cardboard. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer has 4 videos, the Tony and Ruff livestream of Battles of the American Revolution Part 1, then In the Shadows playthrough Part 1, this is a GMT game, and then Battles of the American Revolution Part 2 with Tony, and this is a live stream, and Open the Box GMT's Boar Tri-Pack number 2, unboxing and overview, so Tri-Pack number 2. Storm of Steel Wargaming, 4 videos, hobby update, and then he talks about, is this terrain sand a game changer? Plus Verdun 1916, the Hill of Death Battle Report, and Joy of 6 2025 Full Show Report, 6mm Wargaming Extravaganza. If you can see it, 6mm. Can you see it? You know what I'm saying? The Icon STUKAJOE, the Chaco War Live. This is a World at War magazine, which is now defunct, and STUKAJOE, with a wicked background, delves into that magazine, and it's alive. Tabletop Minions, 2 videos, No More FOMO, Fear of Missing Out, Ending the Fear, plus his 3 wargame wishes for Rules and Hobby. The Board Game Chronicles, 3 videos, first look at Maida 1806, this is an unboxing and overview, plus an example of play of Sword and Siege, and an unboxing and overview of Karuna 1809 Moore versus Solt on the Board Game Chronicles. Cody and Ray of the Discriminating Gamer have tons of videos, tons. Grindhouse unboxing with Ray. Cody's top 10 games with 3 or more expansions. Plus Shackleton Base unboxing with Ray. And Replay Courtier. And Return to Dark Tower, this is with Cody. And Era unboxing with Ray. Plus Era Faction Decks unboxing with Ray. And Fate Forge Chronicles of Khan with Cody. And the Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship unboxing with Ray. Plus Valkyrie, a Black Orchestra game with Cody. And Houses of 1000 Corpse with Ray. Have you seen the... I've seen the movie Houses of 1000 Corpse. It's a... what's the guy's name? He was a musician with the White Zombie. I forget his name. But anyways, I seen it. Plus, The Venus with Cody on the Discriminating Gamer. That fantastic channel that is Indie Night does the Korean War, 2 videos, the Korean War Week 55, ceasefire talks planned, but the war isn't paused. Plus, Week 56 with ceasefire talks start with threats, tricks, and delays on the Korean War. On the name of the game, games to play this weekend, the Peloponnesian War Games. Check it out, name of the game. The Gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 8 videos, and it's Beer and Pretzel Wargaming Monthly Debrief, I think we've seen that one. Plus they review Crusade and Revolution by Compass. They unbox In a Dark Wood by Thin Red Line Games. Then they play through Pacific War 1942 Solitaire by Worthington Publishing. Close Quarter Battles Waterloo by Lock and Load Publishing, an unboxing. And then Fields of Fire Deluxe, the Player's Aid. They call it Raw. Then they unboxed the Battle for Normandy. This is a game by GMT. And First Impression, New Cold War by VUCA Simulations. All of this goodness on the Player's Aid. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer, 4 videos. Project Reese popped the top. Then massive game giveaway for Slithering Games, and Slithering Games giveaway 25th anniversary. And last but not least, Broken Arrow US campaign mission number 2 on the GIMPY Gamer. Tony of Tony's Board Life, 4 videos in magnificent style, 2 videos of that. The Turn 2 and finale, plus Let's Play Warfighter, World War II Clearing the Bunker Part 1 and Part 2 on Tony's Board Life. Wardy Robe plays World War II, 8 videos. So, okay, testing for the millionth time, then World War II live stream, another test, another silly test, a Most Fearful Sacrifice, July 1st, a live play, then a head-to-head of Mill Springs from the Great Battles of the American Civil War, and a Herman Lutling game called A Most Fearful Sacrifice. Game continues live play, plus Mill Springs Part 2, HEXES versus Wardy Robe, live play of the Great Battles of the American Civil War. War Game Ramble, 1 video, Blue and Gray Deluxe Edition, 8 Civil War battles. This is a game by Decision Games. For our Polish viewers, Wojennik TV has 4 videos, Primal The Awakening, plus that one there that I can't pronounce, and Okinawa, the last battle of World War II. It is, eh? Yeah. Then The Longest Trench, a review on Wojennik TV. Forever 27, Mike Zilla Blitz's channel, 8 videos, Santa Maura and Capri's first look and overview Napoleonic War Games, then 2 videos on British Tank Ace episode 0 and 1. This is a World War II Solitaire board game, and it's by Gregory M. the Animal Smith. Plus Europe at War 1940 Solitaire travel game, full playthrough by Worthington Publishing, and Old School Tactical France 1940 Volume 5, plus French and Indian War Solitaire travel game by Worthington, 2 videos on that, and going back to Greg Smith's game, British Tank Ace, episode 21 on Zilla Forever 27 Blitz. I am Sir Winston Churchill, and I shall be the main character here. I am Douglas MacArthur, and I shall be the main character here. Hello, doggy. What are you doing here? I have returned. And why are you still in that stupid pose? Don't you talk to me like that. No disrespect, Willie. I have returned. I am Dougie MacArthur. I never liked the man who smoked a pipe. Well, if you don't shut up, I'll take the cigar, shove it up your ass. Well, I never. Well, that's not what you told me last night. I thought that was supposed to be a little secret. I thought you told me you had dentures. I was hoping for dentures. No, Dougie. I said it's going to be an adventure. Well, you lied to me, Willie, and I did not like it. Another week, another show. Thank you for watching. please like, subscribe, and support this channel. I hope it all worked. I am going to restart my computer again, and every time I restart my computer, my volume goes down, so there's a bug there. Thank God I figured out that bug. My God, bugs. Now, Filmora has a bug. They've updated something, but they did not fix my problem. So if this works, I'll put in the work, it doesn't matter, and we'll have a show every week, because trust me, he's a very long. So let me edit my show, and I hope you like it, and I will be back next week. Be nice.